mommy. I mean, mommy.
Like jerk me. Like jerk me. I mean jerk me. I mean
Anyway, Elijah,
jerk me.
as you can jerk me see, the
Oh,
patch
I like the
11.
text. Look at the
Yeah, look,
text.
legends have returned. Pentakill again. We're gonna sell you the same skins again. We're gonna do Star
I hope,
Guardian again.
I hope we get a music video, Chris Allen.
I'm pretty sure we will. So, every year, Riot composes a set of nerfs and buffs to breathe new life into the pro meta for Worlds. So this is
Jerk
the
me.
Worlds patch. Doesn't it just set your heart aflame when you see your main champion on stage for the first time? Actually, yes, it does.
It does.
Or when you're like, that's the one thing I actually really do love about pro play. Once I see someone play what I play,
Like
I
Veigar?
really like to watch. Yeah, like I really want to see like what they're doing, how they do it. So they actually got that right. So, for the first time, when your favorite team melts their enemies' faces off with an ungodly new build, fucking Tank Katarina. Just the first
Ooh,
two.
I love that.
Okay, we're cranking up the dissonance, but with style, of course. Solo queue, show must go on. Okay, I don't care. Wow, there's a lot of
Show
shit
must
this
go on.
patch. Okay, Pentakill, we'll go over those later. Ophelios! I've been saying this for a while. I think
Sleeper.
Ophelios is sleeper good, and people are finally noticing it. The only thing is, he's a scaling AD, but once you scale, you scale.
Ooh,
And
scale.
now we're starting to see the effects of that.
Finally,
And
Riot
Ophelios
found
is getting
him.
nerfed a little bit.
They found him, Chris Allen.
2 base AD. So it's going to be a little bit harder to farm early. That's it. Ashe, because Ophelios gains AD out the ass
Buff,
anyway.
buff.
Ashe. I think Ashe is pretty whatever.
Buff.
I've been seeing some Ashes, but I've never really seen them do good. She's like the worst Ophelios. Like, she's more utility. Her late game is really okay. It's not what it used to be. Like, she used to go
I think
crazy.
she just straight up sucks, bro.
It's because she can't crit. Her passive is the super scale passive. Like, you just can't crit, but you'll just get guaranteed extra damage.
She literally just blows up in every fight before she does anything.
Yeah, I mean, she's literally just an arrow bot. I think she needs a buff. So let's see. Ashe's lane control early game goes a bit too far and wide. We're giving her opponents more space. Bruh. So they're making the cooldown of the W a little bit more early.
Now another reason not to pick this champion.
Excuse me. Yeah, this champion is not that good. Like, they're bugging out. Her whole thing is, okay, yeah, she pokes early with the W, but it does no damage later. Like, let it do something early. Come on. Ashe does nothing. Camille. I've been seeing a lot of Camille. I actually think Camille is really good. I think Camille is really good if the player's good. And a good Camille not only is, like, durable, she has great, like, teamfight potential. She's pretty good. She does a lot of damage, very mobile. I think she's really good. I think she should get nerfed.
I agree with all those statements. I just don't think... I feel like you get worse if you go Ignite TP.
Yeah, but that's not a Camille problem. That's a top lane problem.
Oh, okay.
That's not specific to Camille players, unfortunately. I wish it was. But I think this champion's actually also sleeper. I think she's really good. So I'm assuming we're going to see a nerf. Camille Steel-like resilience is a bit too high for her scaling power. She does scale. So we're nerfing her shield early. How much?
Ooh, so she could die in lane.
So the cooldown's a little bit greater. Okay, whatever. Whatever change. Draven!
Chris Allen's favorite champion?
So they finally did something that's actually really good for Draven. So Draven obviously needs a buff. The main problem with Draven is he's ranged Pantheon. That's all he is.
Come on, bro.
Just ranged Pantheon. He's amazing early. He doesn't really scale like shit.
He's a win more character, Chris Allen.
Not for long. Well, look at Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia got stupid fed that game we played, and was she a win more character? No.
That is true, man.
Anyway. What they're doing, though, to, I guess, help Dravens early, if you're really doing nothing on Draven and you're not getting any kills, if you are someone and if their health goes below the number of adoration stacks you have, they just die. So he basically has an increasing execute as long as you don't die and if you don't kill. So now if you're basically playing stagnant Draven, not killing but not dying, you are getting stronger to a percentage. Which is really cool. Honestly, it's really good. Cool. Like, I haven't played Draven in fucking forever, realistically. So I don't.
You played him recently on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, like once. I don't remember
okay.
what's the average stacks you get, but like if you don't do anything, I feel like you would get like maybe 300, 400 or whatever. At that point, if he just taps you with it, you just die. So
That's kind of huge, actually.
yeah. So Draven's adoration stack count updates will now be displayed in all chat. Nice, so you could flex.
Ooh, okay.
And then kills and Cassiopeia. So if Willing Death drops anything below Draven's current adoration stacks, it executes them. Very nice. This really doesn't change too much, except if you're not killing his Draven and you're not dying. So
I don't think this is a big
buff.
enough buff to make him.
It's a weird buff.
Good.
If you're not stomping the lane out by the time you get 6 and you're like ulting, I mean it'll help.
It's just another avenue to win more.
Yeah, I guess. Like if you're already ahead, this does nothing because you're not gonna have adoration stacks.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's really.
So
really
if you're
niche.
just like in lane, you will get ahead eventually.
Yeah, if
Hopefully.
you don't die. If you kill him, this is even more like he's just done. Like it doesn't matter. Anyway.
Ooh,
Mundo.
the Healy juice.
So Mundo came out. I would say people took a little bit to get used to him. He's really strong in low elo. The higher you go, he's pretty whatever. So the same as old Mundo. Just a little better. But I think could use a little bit of a buff. I feel like he's really weak and his late game isn't as strong as it should be.
I feel like he does nothing.
Yeah, when late game comes,
he literally does nothing.
Mid game, he's a really good brawler because he gains so much free damage. Like his damage, he gains a lot. But late game, the damage he has doesn't matter. It's not enough. And he's not tanky enough and he just dies. But anyway, what are they doing? They're buffing him. R grants bonus HP on cast instead of healing for missing health. Healing over time decreased late. Okay. Being wounds is a standard against healing champs. It's left documented rather sickly. Okay. Anti-healing items tend to undermine champions like him and Soraka, whose entire identity is healing. The immediate health gain from his ult will now ignore grievous wounds. Yeah, because it's a bonus. So he's basically giving himself Lulu ult. So instead of the missing health, let's see what the difference is. So Q, they're buffing Jungle Mundo. Nice. R, Ambigonate. On cast, immediately heal 20% missing health to grants 15, 20, 25% of missing HP as bonus HP. Huh. So
pretty good.
It's nerfed early and it scales better later. But overall, this is a straight buff because it's not affected by Grievous. So this is pretty good. And then the ulti heals for less. Wow.
Yeah, I guess it's made the healing over time is affected by Grievous, but not.
Yeah, so but like later on, it evens out because he's getting just more health as like bonus health. So this evens out. This is whatever. This really doesn't change anything. It's a buff, but it doesn't change anything. Fizz. What do I think of Fizz?
I hate this champion.
I am too. I actually think Fizz though isn't that good. I haven't seen him like one shot people. When he puts the fish out, I used to think like that was a mark for death. Now it's just like you might live. I feel like he's not what he was.
You might live.
Yeah, you might like if I get the fish, I'm thinking okay, I might live.
Fish.
Yeah, like most of the time you probably will die, but I don't feel like it's a death mark anymore. So, dude, God, I'm scared. I don't want to say he needs a buff, but
nah, hell no. Fuck this champion.
I really don't want to say he needs a
buff. The E cooldown is up every 3 seconds, bro. If they want to buff him, remove the E. That's what I gotta say.
I think he could go either way. He could get nerfed, he could get buffed, but it's probably going to be Wiener because it's the World's patch. So let's see. Damage reduction versus basic attacks. So that's getting buffed. This doesn't matter. W is getting
buffed.
Why are they buffing him? Wait, what are they saying? Increased W base damage, increased our damage reduced. A lot of Fizz's power is in his ult. That's true. You miss your ult, you do nothing. Guppy damage is going down. But yeah, no, down in general. Okay, Chomper is going down. Wow, they're really hitting his scalings too a little bit. Damn. Yeah, so the ult is less, but I don't know if they gave enough power in his base kit to make up for it. With the W of all things. Like, what the fuck?
Fish?
They literally just gave it 10 bonus, like, on-hit damage. Yeah, okay. Fizz is nerfed.
Oh, come on, bruh.
So, GP. This is weird.
Hopefully a nerf, bro. This guy is crazy.
Oh
This is
no,
weird.
they're not nerfing him.
Did you see the Tyler 1 clip I put in?
Yeah, I was about to say, that was disgusting.
And you know what that guy did? He only had 1 crit item. So it's like...
No.
Oh my god.
Like, bruh. They want you to build crit on GP, but people just, like, hope to get the crit on the 5 barrels you give them now. And they still build lethality. So, it really didn't solve the issue of they want him to build crit. He'll build a little crit like he always did with Essence Reaver, but right now, if they do get the crit though, it's better. So they nerfed something, or they buffed something that people didn't really care for, but it's better if it happens. I think GP though is fucking ridiculous. He needs to just get removed.
Yeah.
He has no counter. You can't counter a GP. What do? You hope
You die.
to dear God you can kill the barrel before he does, and that's it. That's GP's counterplay. Anyway, so what are they doing? Base health and health growth increase. Last patch we changed Gangplank's Q-Side would count as a ranged instead of a melee. He lost a lot of durability, which doesn't matter, because he doesn't benefit from Grasp as much, giving the pirate some of his burliness back to... Okay, so because he's not as tanky from the stupid Keystone, they're giving him some health. This does nothing.
He's still a problem, Chris Allen.
Like, it really changes almost nothing. He's gonna have a little bit more health, but it doesn't matter.
He's still an issue that needs to be dealt with.
Yeah, it's fucking Gangplank. Okay, Bulby. Bulby needs a fucking buff.
Yo, this guy is not even a champion anymore.
Like, he's only used in pro play by Koreans, and that's it.
Really? I've never seen this guy, bro. He feels to me like a caster minion whenever I do like see him one every like 3,000 games.
Like, bruh, I feel like he just becomes useless later, and they only play him for the early mid prio. That's the only reason why they play him, because later I feel like he'll be there, but not enough. And he's taking up a slot. Like, I don't get it. He just has a lot of really good early to mid game like priority and strength, but that's it. And this guy's never used, I feel, in regular play, so they need to buff him. Jace is an all-around power slam and what the hell? Jace is an all-around power slam and highly skilled hands. Rather than reduce his damage output, we're tuning down his ability to outrun ganks and quickly traverse the map. So his passive is getting nerfed. So when you use your ult to switch forms, you fucking don't get as much movement speed, I guess? This is so stupid. It's getting half though. It's a big nerf because it's literally by half. But
he needs straight buffs, bro. I don't think this champion is good at all.
Personally though, I don't want to see Jace be good. Jace be like meta though, because if he's meta, he's so annoying to go against. Because he just pokes you down from range and you basically have to sit there.
EQ.
Yeah. Okay, Jinx.
Ooh, Chris Allen's character.
What do I feel of Jinx? I think Jinx is again one of the best ADs in the game.
She seems so crazy if she gets like
I don't
late.
see her play it anymore.
Wait, what do you mean? I play it. When I play it, I go crazy on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a menace. You're like the only Jinx player though. Like I kind of agree with Adrian. I never see her played unless it's you.
Because she's a scaling.
Not to say that she's bad or anything. I'm just saying like
To me, Jinx. I mean, she's my first main. Like, I think Jinx has so many good things. The only reason I don't play her is because I'm bored of her. She has great range, decent like lockdown / peel, a nice little poke ability, a great ulti. There's nothing I could say that's really just bad about her kit. The passive has its use. Like, Jinx is my safe pick. If I need the lane to be safe but I want to win the game, I pick Jinx. The range is just ridiculous. If they were ever going to nerf her and it would make me cry, they would take away her range. That is the biggest thing Jinx has. That and maybe the attack speed. The W doesn't matter, although they kept buffing it. They kept buffing it for a time. The E is whatever. They buffed that too. The ult, they fucking neutered it. But I just love Jinx. I think she's great, but ADs are shit, so I want to see a buff here. What are they doing? We're boosting Jinx's lane push power to make her a more viable pick and increase her early game overall. Jinx is known for being able to take towers really fucking quickly. So they also want her to clear the lane. So what are they doing? Fishbone's mana cost. Oh! Okay, so it's less early. This kind of matters, actually. Because the way I see it, each time you hit a rocket, right? If you're going Presence of Mind, which you should be, you're getting more mana back for spending less. So this is actually pretty good, mana-wise.
Yep.
This is not bad. Not a great change, but Not bad. This doesn't really help her like push the lane out more though. Kaiser! What are they, Kaiser? Kaiser's weak. Kaiser's definitely in a weak spot. She's still good, but she takes a while to get online. And that's going to be the common case with most ADs. They take a while to get online, so they're not good. And there's some that are just, when they get online, they're just better than others. Vayne. But Kaiser's not that good right now. It takes too long. And they nerfed her early like crazy. So what are they doing? Kaiser represents a hyper carry style that we haven't seen much of in this meta's bully-focused bot lane. Yeah, you mean your mage-focused bot lane. Since she's known for her scaling capability, we're buffing exactly that while keeping both her lane vulnerability and Q burst damage intact. So, what they say by that is basically, historically, Kaiser almost never lost any trade because the Q was so overloaded. You'd go to farm, you'd auto, you'd Q at the same time, you win the trade. Unless the enemy hits everything they have, you win the trade, and it's really easy to do. Because it's quick and you can move while doing it. It has no like cast time. So, they nerfed the Q to hell, and now we're in this stage where her laning isn't that good anymore. So what are they doing? The cooldown of the E is going down by 2 seconds later. Okay, useless change. Next. Kalista. Kalista, I've been seeing a little bit more of her recently. She can be a menace. If she like gets going, I feel like ironically enough, maybe I need to like test it more, which I'm not going to. But Kalista might be sleeper. Like, she does so much damage on her Q now. They over-buffed her Q like crazy, and I feel like no one knows about it. Because I remember we found a Kalista one game who got stupid fed. She built like regular Kalista. Yeah, Kalista top. 1 Q chunked me. I was like, what is going on? I don't know if she was Mexican or what she was doing.
Bro,
like,
that Q was insane, and that was just the on hit. Like, just as soon as you get hit by it.
Yeah, and she's building regular Kalista. She's not building like lethality, some weird shit. No, it was regular Kalista, and the Q chunked me. And
I'm like, maxing Q either.
I don't know. I didn't ask her. I should have asked her, but like,
she destroyed fucking Yorick. That's all we know.
Bruh, it's ridiculous. I mean, that matchup Yorick loses really heavily, but. Yeah.
Remember Kalista on release? That was so much fun.
Oh yeah. Remember when she didn't do 90% of her damage? I remember. But anyway, I think she's sleeper OP a little bit. She just doesn't scale too well. But I honestly think she's not widespread enough, so she could get a buff. Even though I think she's fine, I think she could get a buff here. Let's see. Our knock-up duration decreased early. Kalista's ult with the melee support is almost guaranteed to kill with the chain CC. Well, of course, that's the point. You use your ult, you land it, you should get rewarded for it. Especially in pro-level play, or in pro-level high coordination gang subs, we're giving her opponents a slightly bigger window to escape her wrath. So the knock-up duration is going down by 0.5 early. Honestly, that's fine. Because this ult has a lot of utility too. You don't always use it for the knockup. Yeah, it hurts the
sometimes
engage,
to save your fucking moronic support.
Yeah, honestly, this is fine. It's a nerf, but it doesn't matter too much. If you were gonna kill them anyway, I think you still will even after this. It doesn't matter. It's just more to get the support either out of that position or into the position, not the actual CC itself. The CC is nice, but that's not the main use of it. It's more for positioning. Karma! I think they did really bad with Karma. I don't know what the fuck they did when they nerfed her. I forgot. I think it was the shield and movement speed bullshit. But since then, I've seen no Karma, and that was what I actually started liking about Karma. I thought Karma was the worst fucking champion and should not have been in the game. Because she offered no, like...
Come on, bruh.
No, like, benefit until, like,
you gotta say that shit.
Like, the only thing she offered, which she offered extremely well, was just move speed shield. And then they took that away from her, and then they're wondering, oh, why is Karma not being played? I wonder why. So they have to buff her. There's no way they nerf her here. What are they doing? Base armor increased, E base shield
so increased. She kind of sucks right now.
Yeah, because he fucking took away the move.
Even I don't want to fucking play her.
Bro, that move speed was so good. Like, Jesus. So what are they doing? Karma's changes were effective at reducing her dominance in pro play. Since she's been on the weaker side overall, we're upping her win rate across the board with some generic buffs. So the armor is going up by 2, and the shield's going up by 10. Okay, this does nothing. Unless they overbuff the stats on these shits, it's not going to do anything. Kog'Maw! Okay, what do I think of Kog'Maw?
Oh, Bebo.
So, it's a really sad day when at this point in time, you really like. It's hard to say. I still think on hit sucks. I still think on hit is not as good as it was because I actually prefer building crit Kog'Maw than on hit Kog'Maw. Like I don't get fucking Jinxos on Kog'Maw anymore.
Crazy, bro. I remember that was all you built on him was fucking Rage Blade.
Yeah, like now, the only reason if Navori was not an item, I would still build Jinxos. But because Navori is an item, crit Kog'Maw is just so much better. Permanent uptime on the W is like invaluable. It's so crazy. But overall, I still think Kog'Maw's weak. He's not the hyper carry he once was. I've gotten fed many times on Kog'Maw and I still have lost the game. He's really not as strong as he was, man. We need a return. We need a return to bot lane. Fuck preseason. We need a bot lane season.
Yes.
Anyway.
No more perversions of the bot lane.
Kog'Maw needs to be buffed, so what are they doing? EAP scaling increase.
Because the AP Kog'Maw, Chris Allen.
AP champion. He's not an AD.
Yeah, that's all they want in the bot lane, AP. AD Cog is in a healthy spot now. Lie. But AP Cog has all but shriveled up. Lie.
Also a lie, yeah.
While our very hungry Caterpillar should be weaker than other champions early in the game, which he kind of is, he simply hasn't been a viable pick mid. We're buffing his wave clear to more reasonable levels to help him become the beautiful butterfly he really is. So they're buffing mid Kog'Maw.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And they're buffing it by a decent amount too. They're giving him 20% on his scaling.
That's insane.
Ooh. Yeah, the E is actually going to hurt
R
like
is already
crazy.
Good.
The R is hard to hit, though.
But
the
the
E
ER
is
combo
guaranteed
is
almost.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Damn. That's a
AP
crazy
pretty
buff.
good.
We need these types of buffs for AD champions, bro. This is stupid. Lee Sin, this champion should not be in the game. He's so useless. Despite all his previous nerfs, Lee Sin has still been a super duper high priority pick in the jungle. I have no clue how. He was so popular, he either got picked or banned in 100% of LCK games. Oh, I wonder. Only one subset of people is using
this
him.
nerf is for Koreans. This is the Korean patch right here for Lee Sin.
Tapping him down yet again with an early game nerf to clear the jungle champ pool for Worlds. So they just don't want Lee Sin only being played. So his basic attack is going down by 280.
What's so crazy though? I feel like watching Lee Sin play at a high level is really fun though. Like I like watching it because like he makes that chance. Like he makes crazy plays. He could be like really good or really bad. Like it's nice. I like it. I like seeing Lee Sin.
He's just useless though.
X is better than Zen.
I would disagree.
Since I was only good at I feel like regular ranked, not in like pro play.
Wait, what do you mean? He's like number one played on on LCS.
Oh, I never see it. I never see
it.
Yeah,
I see him a lot in my fucking ranked games.
Yeah, Lee Sin bad. This is stupid. 2 AD, cool. Lilia!
Chris Allen's champion.
Alright, before I even say anything, she has to be getting a buff because she's getting a skin next patch. So what are they doing? Health regen increased, passive healing on large monsters increased, Q stack duration increased, E cooldown decreased.
Buffs.
All buffs. So Lilia has been very strong in top lane. I've actually seen a little bit of that. That is actually
I've seen her a lot in my ranked games, Lilia top.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta
I don't play with you, bro, like almost 50% of the time, like I will get a Lilia top on my team. And it does good. It doesn't even lose.
Yeah, I really like that. Her early sustain will now be fairly conditional on hitting jungle monsters, making her a riskier pick in aggressive lanes and freeing up room to help her prance, dance, and trip in the jungle. Mr. Ruth.
Mr. Ruth.
Her health regen's down. Her health regen growth is down, okay?
That's kind of huge numbers, right?
Excuse me. Health regen is whatever. Passive Dream-Laden Bull. The healing against large monsters is even better now, which is really crazy. 16 to 27, or is that 18? That's 18. 18 to 27 is really big. That's like what? 1/3? Or no, half. That's 50%. It's a 50% buff. That's crazy. Q Blooming Blows. Passive stack duration 6.5. That's actually huge. An extra second on the move speed for the stacks on her Q is really big. And then
I don't even know what this champion does, truthfully.
Oh, I love her. She has so much tick. Oh my god. The cooldown on the E is lowered. The E is really good if you can land it.
Whirl Seed?
It's Whirl Seed. 2 seconds shaved off is pretty good because she builds cooldown like crazy anyway.
Mr. Root.
Overall, these are really great buffs for Lilia. This will, no doubt in my mind, make her stronger.
In the jungle?
And in lane. The healing for the monsters is upped in the jungle, so you're healing more in the jungle. But she's already really strong in the top lane. They didn't nerf her ability to heal off the minions. They just made the jungle healing stronger. So she's the exact same, but a little better in the jungle. So they didn't change anything about her laning. They just made her jungle better and her Q's better, which helps her in lane anyway. And the E. She's literally just better. So why would they not keep going her laning? It's not enough of an incentive to go her jungle. You heal a little bit more. Okay, cool. I'll do that in lane anyway. Anyway. MF. I think MF is very situational if we're talking in terms of pro play. She's basically the Wombo combo AD. If you want to have a good like team fight where like they have like if you have a Rel with MF is really nasty. Like it's so good. But if you
chasing the wrong one,
she's kind of whatever. Like MF is okay, but if you don't get a good ult off, you're kind of wasting the pick. So I think she could use like I think she's alright. I don't think she's bad. I can see it going either way. I can see a buff or a nerf, but I'm leaning on a buff. So let's see. Number of R waves increased. Misfortune has unfortunately been missing out on wins at all levels. Giving her ult some more bang to spice up the wombos. We've got a good feeling about this. So in total, the waves are going up by 2. This adds a little bit extra damage on her ult, but nothing too serious. This is whatever. It already helps her where she's good at. Morgana. Morgana's so useless.
That champ is so useless, but God, is she a pest, bro?
Yeah.
Like she is so annoying, but it's like I'm satisfied because I know she's useless. But damn, is she annoying? She's so annoying.
Spell shield champion.
Goodness.
Her Q is fucking like if they land it, it's okay. The ult.
You're stunned for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I feel like aside from the E, you have to do a lot of work to make her actually work in a game. You mostly pick her if you just want to put the E on someone. I feel like she's so bad though. Like. She's a support that is incentivized to build damage, but still doesn't do damage. And that's a big problem. You build support, you do nothing anyway. You build damage, you hurt a little bit, but not enough. And you're building damage, so you're not helping your team. With like support items. It's so weird. I feel like she's just in a middle spot of, she either needs to do more damage or just be a full support. So, let's see what they're doing. I think she deserves a buff though. But I don't want her to get one. Morgana has fallen as a support in both average and pro play. Yeah, she's shit. Giving her access to more CC blocking shield should help. Oh no. They're reducing the fucking cooldown of the black shield. Jesus H. Christ.
By how much?
More annoying.
By 2 seconds.
Oh,
but she builds cooldown at the ass because every support does, so it's gonna be.
Well, yeah, because like almost every support, every item gives
like
you
7
cooldown.
seconds.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is gonna be
Nice,
annoying,
constant spell
bro.
shielding.
Okay, well, this helps Morgana definitely, but oh my god, I hate that shit. Okay, Kiana. What do I think of Kiana? I think Kiana's a little weak. I think there was a time where I didn't know how good she was, and then I saw her in a game and she exploded me, and I didn't know what happened. But now she's really just used as like an ulti bot. She's a good roamer, good ulti, but I feel like her base kit isn't strong enough. I feel like they need to just buff her base kit.
Don't understand this champion. Whenever I play her, I just do so bad, bro.
I never played her, nor do I want to. It looks too complicated.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh,
I don't
well.
think it is.
Adrian, you do bad on her, so.
Yeah,
hear that.
that is true.
Our plays are insane.
Adrian's
rank
only
are
good
you?
on Talia.
What rank you, Adrian?
I'm plat 4.
Really?
And he's good at KSing on Rek'Sai.
Your plat 4, how you made it? You made it to plat?
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so Kiana, I assume she's getting buffs. Base attack speed increased. Does attack speed matter on her, Adrian?
Yeah, a little bit.
Really?
For early game.
Okay.
Only
Health
for
regen.
early.
Okay. Health regen decreased. Okay. Q damage against monsters increased. EQ combo targeting changed. E base damage decreased. We removed Kiana's ability to jungle back when she was a dominant mid-jungle flex pick. Her standings at mid have gone down, so we're cautiously optimistic about reintroducing her to the jungle. So they're just making her jungle again. Now deals 25% bonus damage against monsters. Kiana targets begin they dash or teleport during her EQ buffer. Q will aim at their last position. What? I have no clue what this means because I don't play this character. If Kiana has
that's
her
actually
EQ
really bad.
buffered, she does not have vision of the target. Q will aim at the last position she could see her target in. So, how did it work before this?
So the way it worked before is if you EQ'd someone, you automatically hit them.
So it just hit no matter what.
Yep.
So now you can miss.
Now you can miss if they dash.
So Kiana's just overall worse.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Okay, so now
That's how
she
you get
can
the
jungle,
guaranteed
though.
combos.
Wow, that's crazy. Actually,
That's a huge change, I think.
you mean a huge
I mean, it
nerf.
depends how hard it, because it could be it could not be a big deal because maybe it's like a very small window for them to dash. But if it isn't, then this is kind of bad.
Damn.
In my opinion.
Okay. Hey. And then the E base damage is going down. I think Kiana's just overall worse, but she could go in the jungle now. Cool. Ooh, Renekton.
The butcher of the sands.
I think Renekton is basically Pantheon, but
Oh,
worse.
come on, bro. Always at this shit.
Like, Pantheon will almost guaranteed win whatever matchup he's in early. Renekton will only sometimes do it. Pantheon will stay relevant for about maybe 30 minutes if he's lucky. Renekton maybe about 25. I feel like Renekton is just the worst Pantheon.
He feels as you know, I haven't played many games on him, but the few I have, he feels alright.
He definitely can snowball out of control, but
yeah,
only for how long is the question. But in general, I don't know too much about him. What do you feel? You think he's strong? He's weak? What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I think he's pretty like strong. I feel like he's like not crazy strong. I feel like he's alright. I feel like he does what he's supposed to do. Like his fantasy of just being a huge bully. But you can still stop him if he's like stupid or like too crazy. I feel like he's in an okay spot. I mean, I don't know. I don't watch pro play, so again, these are all pro play fucking nerfs. It feels like.
And I just like a little spoiler, I think they use him a lot in pro play.
Yeah,
so
okay.
he's probably gonna get nerfed.
There you go.
So let's see. Empowered W stun duration decreased. Okay.
No.
Empowered W lockout now matches normal W behavior. Renekton continues to live up to his name in pro play, butchering his foes left and right. We're nerfing his crowd control specifically. This will make it notably harder for him to lock down targets. I feel like the W lockdown is really long too. I feel like this one was a little long.
Yeah, if it's empowered.
Excuse me. Yeah. Like, I felt like I was sitting there for a minute.
Yep.
To explain that weird self-lockout note below, previously Renekton was able to bypass his empowered W's additional lockout by attacking or moving at just the right time. We're making this decreased lockout time the baseline, so the Croc isn't CCing himself. Okay.
Oh, when he does the
His
animation.
empowered W as an animation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now it's even less of a time you can like cancel it, I guess. And the empowered stun's going down by 0.5. Overall, I still think he's like as strong as he was, because I mean, yeah, the CC helps, but
It just
it's mostly
opens
the
him up
damage.
it just opens up like you surviving. Like if you just survive that, you know, a little longer.
Yeah, but
You can get away.
I feel like it doesn't change too much. Renekton is like, unless you change his damage, I don't really feel like you change him. So
Keep Renekton the way he is, bro. I like him as he is now.
Alright, so Renekton, a little bit of a
Renekton
nerf.
supporter, I am.
A little bit of a nerf. Roomball.
Oh, this fucking rat.
So Rumble has been changed like a bunch of times.
Rumble in the jungle.
Yeah, like, I think he's a jungler now. I don't know. He was a mid laner a little bit. I don't know. I don't really think he goes top anymore. I'm not sure. I think he just needs a buff. I think the stupid changes he didn't really land well. I think he just needs more of a buff. But let's see. Passive bonus attack speed decreased early, now scales with level. W cooldown decreased and no longer scales. We simmered down Rumble's early game to temper his extreme jungle power, so he's a jungler. This ended up being a huge damper to Rumble players all around, so we're rekindling his flame by buffing that back and nerfing his early jungle clear. Okay, I
You didn't say that I said
think this is whatever, honestly.
Okay, thank God.
I'll catch you bungles later.
Later, Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel.
I mean, it's good that the.
Same way I check
Ooh.
yours, you check.
I think the W change is like okay. The attack speed. I don't know how big the autos are on the jungle. I mean, probably pretty big if he's a jungler now. So maybe this hurts him. Maybe this hurts his early clear a lot. Instead of getting 50, he gains 20. So yeah, maybe it hurts him a lot. Who knows? Singed. I feel like Singed is gonna get a buff just for the pure fact they want to see him in LCS or like in the pro scene. Because watching
that
Singed
champion,
is fun.
bro.
Watching him is fun as fuck. Like
Yeah, I guess so.
I love watching a Singed play in like professional play. It's so funny to watch. But
Just running.
I hope he gets a buff. Because there's always like some stupid strategy only he has to do. Like Singed is just so unique. It's so weird. I love it. Damage dealt during R now applies grievous wounds. What? Wait, did you see if the Mad Cassiopeia can counteract? What? Singed now applies grievous wounds on targets upon dealing any damage during insanity potions. So his autos will apply it now. That's crazy if he's ulted. That's more of a niche change, but cool.
Is it his autos? I thought it was his
No, now
any
everything
damage.
will. His autos, his poison, everything.
Okay, yeah. It's
Because the
probably
ulti
poison
changes
that does it.
everything too. Like the ulti buffs every single thing on Singed.
Well, that's cool. That means basically he just doesn't have to buy grievous wounds ever. It's like something you don't have to think about. Sort of like how Cassiopeia doesn't need to buy boots.
Yeah. Oh no, I thought this meant like if he. Oh, actually, I'm not sure. Wait, so he just gets free grievous wounds with his ult?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, that's crazy good. Wait, that's
pretty good.
actually insane.
Pro play, Singed.
Wait, that's really good. So he just could do like AoE gas clouds of like grievous.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay. Soraka. Let's see. I feel like Soraka's a little whatever. She's
I feel like she's a little weak
little
after
bit.
playing her. She seems like just super weak, bro. Like I feel like if the enemy team isn't like stupid, then you just like die every time. Like there's nothing you do, bro.
Yeah.
And you build Grievous. It's like what is this champion? Why do you have her on your team?
Ooh. Okay, so let's see.
She feels super weak.
So she probably needs a buff. Let's see. R now clears grievous wounds before healing. Oh wow. Wait, what?
Very good.
While anti-healing items should be a valid counter to Soraka sustain, not her ult. It's starting to really impede on her core gameplay.
Yes.
So now when you ult, it clears grievous wounds.
Very good.
That's insane. That's really good for her ult now. Wow.
Very, very good.
Mm-hmm. Makes me unique compared to the other healers.
Yeah, like her regular healing, sure, you could grievous that, but the ulti, damn. Pretty good. Talia! So Adrian, tell me, is Talia strong or is she weak?
She's
I feel like she's
I
strong.
think, actually. Yeah, I wouldn't say she's strong because I feel like a lot of champions just kind of shit on her, especially like in laning phase. Like,
Nice,
people like
okay.
Yone, they can just like jump on you. Like she's
Yo, this nigga got like the biggest beef with Yone, I
I
swear.
hate Yone. I hate that guy. All my homies hate Yone.
I love Yon, bro.
Honestly, fuck
she
Talia,
just can't
bro.
do much for those champions. Like
Fuck
if
this
you throw
champion.
the E with the rocks, if you're not fed, like you can just dash through the rocks like worry free. It
And not
doesn't really do
care.
much damage. Yeah, it
feel
doesn't
like-
do much damage unless you're like actually strong.
I feel the
Yeah.
exact opposite. Whenever this character is in my games in the jungle, bro, she's such a pest that does so much fucking damage, dude.
Yeah,
so
jungle's
much
different.
damage.
You have more
It's
leverage
nuts.
there.
It's nuts, bro. I'm so glad they took away her AoE, bro. Jesus Christ.
No, don't say that.
So tell me, Adrian, do you think she's gonna get a buff or a nerf?
Absolutely a buff.
All right.
Well, I already
let's
know,
see.
spoiler.
Hopefully a nerf.
Well,
It's
I
not
already
huge,
know
though.
too, so. Let's see the buff. Casting Q on Workground now refunds its cooldown. Wait, what? Talia? Wait. Casting Threaded Volley on Workground now refunds 50% of the spell's cooldown. So she's gonna spam even more.
Yep.
But the Workground is like smaller. And
Which
it
is
lasts
also
for
good
less.
because that means you can
can make
create more
more.
worked ground.
Yeah, so you could like pelt them
And
even more with the.
this is a
with the
great
many
buff.
ones. Wow,
It's like not something game breaking, but it's like it's really feel good, man.
it's quality of life.
Yeah, it's definitely like a laning phase type Talia buff. Like this doesn't really impact
Nice.
the jungle that much. The reason the jungle's so popular is that you can just move around while casting Q, right? Like you can
Yeah,
wait for your work
you could
ground,
kite.
You can afford to do that.
Not
Yeah.
bad. All right, so Talia a lot better, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Talon, I think Talon's ass. I think he used to be like an early game menace. He's just a nothing menace now.
Now he just sucks.
Yeah,
If he doesn't
Alright.
snowball, he sucks.
I gotta go, guys. I'll see you later.
Later,
Ooh,
Caroline.
no more Adrian.
I feel like they have
Good
to
luck.
just like buff Talon. Like he's so useless. Oh my god, he
Yeah.
does nothing.
I hope it's buffs as well.
Q base damage decrease late. W now deals bonus damage versus monsters. What?
What? Jungle Talon?
Yeah. Okay. So again, jungle Talon. What is with this jungle? Okay, Kiana jungle. All right. Talon jungle. All right. Like
Why do
what
they
is
want him
this?
in the jungle of all things?
I mean, he's really good in the jungle, right? He could just jump over the wall to gank.
I guess, but I don't
but then
know.
you just do that when roaming. Like
I like him. Yeah, exactly. I like him as a mid, bro. I don't want him in the jungle.
Yeah. So Talon's nerfed, but he's in the jungle now, which I guess. In Riot's eyes, from how they're doing changes, if they're putting you in the jungle, that to them is a buff in and of itself. Oh, okay, you're going into the jungle, we're gonna buff you.
Here, play Talon.
Like that's the buff, but now we have to nerf you because we gave you the jungle, and for some reason that's like making you strong.
not play Talon.
Yeah, all right, fucking stupid, useless. If I see a Talon jungle in my game, I'm fucking reporting you. Thrash, I think Thrash needs a buff.
Yeah, I think so too. I feel like he's really weak.
I still think if you're a really good Thrash, you could do great things. But I
It's
honestly
far
don't
and few
know.
between. If like I feel like we all the really good Thresh players are just playing other champions. Like it's just he's just like weird because he used to be picked all the time, and now it's just like nobody picks this guy unless you're really fucking good on him. Then you pick him. But
Yeah.
even then, it's like he's kind of useless.
I don't know, I think he's really good. He has so much, right? He has like peel, engage. He could save
I
you,
guess.
shield. All like I don't understand why he's bad. His whole kit is good. So I honestly just don't know. Let's see. Base move speed decreased, E passive damage decreased early, bonus damage per soul increased. Thresh has arguably been the best support champ in pro meta for much of the year, despite multiple nerfs. I could see that because the best players are using him. But taking a larger swing at his ability to nullify popular melee support engages, think Leona, Nautilus, Rel, as well as his offensive threat to those same laners. Since this is a pretty big nerf, we're compensating with some just scaling damage. Okay. So the move speed is going down by 5. That's pretty big. And then the E flay damage is going down early, but it's getting better scaling, which doesn't really matter. I didn't think... Like, after early game, I feel like the E flay damage doesn't matter. Like, the only time you will, like, try and poke with your autos and where
Is
it
early.
matter is early. So they're literally nerfing the only time it's relevant. And
Yep.
I feel like the scaling isn't good enough to fucking matter, so... This is... yeah, so Thresh is Omega nerfed. No.
Thresh is still back at where he started. Yeah, nothing. Still
He's
in there.
slower. He's literally just slower now. Stupid. Trundle! I think Trundle's pretty whatever. I think he's a little weak. I think he's just a very simple champion, though. I would like to see a buff. Let's see what the fuck they're doing. Trundle's become a Pwn jungle support flex pit. Oh my god, that's disgusting.
I love that.
Professional play. We're tampering down. Like, what does he do to support? He fucking puts a pillar.
The fucking pillar, dude.
Wow.
And then he chomps.
Oh my god, so stupid. So the slow of the E is going down by a decent amount too. Okay, no more support Trundle. There you go. Twitch. Twitch is pretty good. He's scaling AD, which means he's not good early, which means he's not good right now because he's not played because scaling ADs are bad. But if he scales, he's pretty good. It's always how Twitch has been until we had the little AP fiasco, but that's gone and went. So Twitch is pretty good, but again, he's scaling AD, so he deserves a buff. Every scaling AD needs a buff. What are they doing? Many of Twitch's skirmishes and high-level play involve sneaking around and blasting his enemies with his ult, or ripening the damage on his R to make his best-case surprise engagements more powerful. So the bonus attack, or the bonus AD is going from 30 to 40 early. That's pretty big.
Challenge?
50, 45 to 55, 60 to 70. So he's getting 10 AD. That's pretty good on the ult. That's not bad. That's actually really fucking good. Holy shit.
Very good.
It's not going to change too much, but when you ult, you're going to have a better team fight. There you go. Nice.
Pray and pray.
Not bad. Urgot. I think Urgot's okay. I think he's decent. I think he's a little weak. I think
he's
laning
solid.
is the worst part about him. Once you get out of laning, once you get levels on him, he's a lot better.
Really?
Yeah, I think like his laning is super hard to do. I hate Urgot's laning, but I think he's super
Seems alright.
scales really. He's just like a big meat that does percentile damage, has a decent shield, decent engage, really nice ult. I think he's good later. I just think the later the game goes on, the better he becomes. His early is so weak to me, but I think he needs. I don't know. I could see either or, buff or nerf. Q cooldown and mana cost reduced. Urgot is pretty solid, but he struggles against ranged champions that often dominate the pro top lane meta. There's a light buff, so what are they doing? The Q is more spammable and costs less. This helps him a little bit with farming. This is pretty okay, actually. This is not bad. Varus! This AD is fucking useless.
Double Runan.
This AD is useless, and they build stupid builds on him, and they need to stop with that shit. So he needs to get buffed. I don't see Varus as strong at all. Varus has been bullying his lanes pretty hard, especially in pro play. How? These changes should weaken his early game a bit on all fronts. So his AD early, down by 2, and his passive is now scaling from 10, 15 to 20. Wow, that is ass. I think Varus is just ass. Fuck Varus. Yone!
Buff because his skin's coming out.
His legendary skin's coming out, so he has to get buffed.
Buff.
Doing. Despite his reasonable power level and average play, Yone falls behind at higher skill bands. Rather than directly buffing his 1v1 or assassination potential, enhancing one of Yone's more skill-based outputs on his W. What is skilled about the W? You use it,
you press it,
and you get a shield. The more people you use it on, the more shield you get. Like, is there a skill involved in deciding when to use it?
Skill. Skill involved in playing Yone.
The only skill involved is aiming it in the right direction because it's an AoE sweep, and not using it until you're against one or more people. So I'm not too sure here, but okay, they needed an excuse for a buff. Here's the buff. And it only is a buff if you hit more than one person. So it's really a non-buff. This is stupid. Yumi! So Yumi is a problem, but I feel like she's really good in terms of competitive play. Because people like watching it. She's a little bit of a playmaker. And she makes things more interesting. So I think they're going to buff her just because they want to see her more in pro play. Because it makes the games better. So let's see.
Fuck Yumi.
Passive cooldown decreased. Okay, they're buffing her. Yumi can make for a caddy bot lane when chosen as a niche pick. Too bad she's not. We're encouraging her to play more aggressively. So what are they doing? The bop and block is going from 18 to 14. That's actually pretty good early. Even though it doesn't matter, it's okay. This is a whatever change. Who cares? Zed, this guy's fucking useless.
Yeah, he is. After playing him today, oh my goodness, he is. Build Zanya's, you alright?
Useless. Like, oh my god.
Build Zanya's or build Stopwatch, you alright?
He just doesn't do enough damage to matter, and he can't assassinate anyone. He's more of just a fly, and he's there until you swap him.
He's a pest, bro. He's just a pest.
Like, he's so bad, bro. I feel like Zed is such a useless pick. Like, oh my god, he's so bad. So they have to buff him.
Oh my god, not with this jungle shit.
Ah, okay, so this is their quote-unquote buff, the jungle.
Cool. Jungle Zed!
So Zed is still shit. There you go.
Talon, we playing him in the jungle now.
Yeah. I think Zed is so cool, too. I wish Zed was good, because I would love to play him and get good with him. He feels like such a cool guy. Zoe, the problem child. Zoe is similar to Yumi. She makes for very fun and interesting to watch games, but it's hell to play with or against it. Like, it's the exact same as Yumi. I feel like they're gonna buff it just to make the games more interesting. Cause just imagine you're like a fan, you're watching like professional play. You see this bubble thrown out. It goes through all these walls, hits this guy, and then the guy gets one shot. Holy shit! What was that? What was that?
Yeah.
Like it's very good for viewing. So they have to buff her. E cooldown decreased. Nice. Oh, the exact thing I said is the playmaker too. The bubble. Zoe was putting way too many champions to sleep, so we increased her E cooldown back in 9.6, and now we want her to be played, so we're decreasing it again by 2 seconds. No, by 4. Oh wow, that's actually really good. Holy shit! And then 2 later. That's really good. Zoe's main thing, her entire kit revolves around the bubble. If she did not have the bubble, she would not be as much of a threat as she is. The bubble is crazy.
Yeah.
It used to be the fact that she could pick up TP from a minion, but they took it out, so. Those are the championships. Let's get to Ravenous Hydra. So, I almost see no one build this item.
Yeah.
Like, I think it needs to be buffed. I haven't seen this in God knows how long. What are they doing?
Now they're removing shit.
Ravenous Hydra's cleave no longer activates on turrets. There was no reason that it shouldn't have, but I guess Ravenous Hydra doesn't want to be used anymore. And by association, Titanic won't either. Cool. Umbral Glaive. What the fuck does this item do? Isn't this the ward one? Where it
Yeah,
takes
this is the
wards?
that's the Pantheon support item.
Oh, okay, nice. So, I don't know if this is strong or weak. If I had to guess, so it has to do with removing vision. It has to do with vision. Pro play really
It lets you
likes
one-shot
vision.
wards.
Yeah. So pro play really likes vision, and this is relating to vision, and I think it's gonna get like some way buffed. Okay, it's cheaper, easy. So yeah, just because it makes the game more interesting, because it has to do with vision. There you go, easy. Runes, Predator. I feel like this rune is very weird. I feel like only like 3 or 4 people take it that want to either engage or want move speed.
I feel like this is Skarner's rune. Skarner and fucking Hecarim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see Poppy do it sometimes.
Stupid Poppy.
Jungle, Poppy, Predator.
Yeah, full damage.
But yeah, I think this thing needs to be buffed because like I don't know. This thing just seems like weak. Increasing Predator's ganking power to push it to pro viability. So they just want more options for pro play. What are they doing? Instead of taking 1.5 seconds, it takes 1, and then the maximum move speed is up to 60. That's actually really big. Jesus Christ. We might actually see Hecarim in pro play. That's crazy. Void Clash, cool. Bug fixes, cool. Whatever. Alright, cool. Now we get to the skins. What do you think of the skins? The new Pentakill round 3.
I don't like how this is basically Pajama Guardians, right?
Yeah.
But they hope that this
I think
shit
it's a
gets
little
like
better. I think it's a little better than Pajama Guardians.
Well, yeah,
Pajama Guardians is literally
it's
just
newer.
a reskin. Same
Same everything.
Same everything else. This is like a reskin of the model and new effects.
Yeah, new effects. So it's a little better than Pajama Guardians, but I will say this. I do like Viego and I like Kale.
Yeah.
I really like those two skins. Everything else, like, I don't give a fuck about. Like, of course they made Karthus hot, bruh. Of course. They didn't want him to be the ghouly fucking singing. Now he has to be a hot man.
He's reinvigorated to fight the evil
Yeah,
demon
alright.
gods.
Everyone's hot. I get it, right?
Anyway, then at the end here we have Hextech Tristana.
Hextech Tristana?
Overall,
her splash looks so ugly, bro.
it's whatever. She looks like a little like Girl Scout.
It's disgusting.
Anyway, I think the Pentakill skins I think they're pretty good. They're way better than the older ones.
I love Viego, bro.
That.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But I think Hextech Trist is whatever. It's a really whatever skin. You're way better off with the other ones, personally.
Yeah.
But they're alright skins. They're not bad. So overall, with this entire patch, a lot of worlds, and with their fucking...
This is the pro patch, bro. This ain't for us.
This is
patch
the mid laners go jungle patch. That's what this is.
That's for us. That's for us. Yeah.
I think overall, this shit is gonna get a big fat 5 out of 10 mark Malice for me. This shit is so stupid.
I'm gonna give it the same rank. 5 out of 10 pro
They
plays.
made ADs worse. Why? 5 out of 10 mark Malice. You're giving
Pro
it the
play,
same shit?
go in the jungle. That's what they want.
Yeah.
Go in the jungle.
Stupid. I hate this shit, bro. Anyway, that's it. We'll probably be back in 2 weeks to review the
League.
new fucking Nightbringer event and whatnot.
League.
Then. Fucking.